you go.
There we are.
Here we are.
Remember, wherever you go, there you are.
We're in the now. Nothing. Come on, man. What's up?
How can you not be in the now?
If you were in the then you would be in the then, not now, which is now is also then, which was
like
then.
It's kind of like a then and now, a now and then, a now and later.
I was going to say now and laters. I love now and laters. That's my mind was going there, but you beat me to it. Or did I perceive what you were putting out?
So we're Philly D.
No, why are we Philly D? What's this we shit?
Mr. Gemini. You're not going to... I was trying to do the switch. You going to pick that up?
What? I didn't do it. What about
That's
her?
the problem. You didn't do nothing. What?
The other lady.
And JD.
See,
Too busy busting his chops. Sorry.
So it's good. Yeah, I'll bust chops back.
Don't you start bilingual?
Which I'm not into chops no more. I'm all vegetarian and stuff,
No
and I
pork
love
chop?
it. Dude, nah, I ain't like... I've been eating for like weeks now. It's dope. I love it. I'm like really happy about it.
It's a mellow life.
Well, I haven't seen a difference in my expenditures for food. Because, I mean, even when I did consume meat, I was still buying like quality stuff. So it's like I'm still paying premium prices for whatever I'm getting. But, you know, so I mean, to me, it's not like there's no cost saving or additional cost or, you know, pretty much it's still the same thing. So, and I don't know, I feel like I'm putting less of a footprint on the earth kind of stuff. Like, because typically I'm also...
Do you notice you eat more? Now that you eat less meat and you eat more veggies, that you have more meals or you eat larger meals?
So I've been doing the intermittent fasting for a while because, I mean, coming from the industry of food and beverage, you're used to being like on your feet for hours, you know, and also being an auto technician running shops and stuff, same thing. Like I was on my feet for hours. So I've always kind of been in this eating habit where like that was like, it was natural for me. So intermittent fasting is kind of on that same level, but it's a little bit more regimented where you're just like being mindful of when you ate last and when you eat next. So with me doing that, I pretty much consume about the same amount of food and or calories in a sense. I mean, honestly, I probably eat a little bit less on the calories only because they're going to be heartier calories. So it's like, you know, like what do you want to call them? Like not like better calories that'll burn better. You know what I mean? Like what is that shit? Anyone?
Easier digestible. They turn into nutrients versus fat.
Well, high protein foods.
Well, no, like just because there's certain kind of calories where it's like, they're the ones that burn at a
more efficient.
Yeah, more like they're like, you know, high, like I forget I know there's a term for it. I've heard this shit before. I'm not crazy. I know things. I can't look shit up because then I get like in trouble. Google takes me to places where I'm like, no. I mean, that's not what I was talking about.
It's good to be cognizant of what you put in your body. I mean, even though, you know, I still smoke cigarettes, but, you know, in general, like try to be more cognizant of what you put in your body. And when you live a lifestyle like that, where you've cut out meat, it's difficult to get a balanced diet. You tend to pay more attention to what you're eating. You tend to, you know, and what you're doing and on top of it is even better because if you don't ever stop eating, your body never gets a chance to actually rebuild. It's kind of always in burn mode.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, no, when I first became vegetarian, I was very mindful of everything I was doing. So it wasn't just like what I was eating, but also how many calories I was getting. Because when I was first becoming vegetarian, I was also doing a lot of like lifting and shit. Like I was working out pretty hard with a couple of buddies of mine, especially with my one dude. Like he had me, you know, I mean, I was working out by myself, just like doing stuff. And then he got me into a big and, you know, I started hanging with him and I built quick because I'd already been at it for a couple years, and then having someone to like help me in like the different routines we went through, man. Like I got like pretty like, you know, I was decent sized back then, you know, my big broad shoulders and crap, and I still had like my little belly though. I've always had my belly. I like
Do
that.
any of that core training or any of that?
Well, so I do now. I have like for the past, I mean, because you know this, I do a pull-up bar.
Yeah.
But I do different exercises with it where I'm engaging my core while I'm doing like different lifts, like whether, you know, because it has a couple different positions on the bar. So I can twist my arms a little bit or, you know, get myself to be like pulling up back from behind or, you know, I can switch things up. Yeah, you're like, there's a joke in there somewhere. I know it. Yeah, you know. That's the look he had.
You can also put it on the ground and do incline push-up.
Yeah, I've done that as well.
And then you can put it behind you and do the reverse one where I forget what they're called. But
well, so I'm at like
we did those.
I've been doing that one for probably close to like 10 years now. So I've gotten myself to where I've been able to do quite a few different positions that are like, I mean, probably pretty difficult, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's like literally like rotating myself into a ball because I'm like pulled all of myself like all the way up. So my feet are almost pretty much above my head. But then like being able to control that as you like extend yourself out and like come back down. It's just, yeah, they do. It's what those freaking guys do in the,
like Aikido or.
Well, no, what did they call that crap? No, it's like calisthenics or whatever, where they just work out with all sorts of crazy stuff. And it's like you're seeing the Chinese guys doing like 2-fingered push-ups and they're like floating their back feet and shit.
That's yoga, hun.
No, they're literally
as well as certain types of martial arts.
No, like, dude, like the stuff that they're doing like out in the parks and shit. Like these, like you're seeing them, like I'm telling you on YouTube, there's tons of like, they're like doing stuff with like
Tai Chi.
Yeah, no, like they're doing crazy workouts and stuff with like just basically like bars and things. Like literally like a pull-up bar, and they're just doing like weird stuff where they're like pulling themselves up backwards and like rotating themselves over like by like turning themselves. Like muscular as shit. I'm like, dude, 2-finger like push-ups with like floating their feet off the ground, and they're literally just doing push-ups.
It's like some Bruce Lee shit.
Dude, no, there's tons of people that do this stuff, man. This is a thing. This is not a joke.
Like,
why are you all looking at me like I'm crazy or
Buddhist
something?
monks do this too. I mean,
well, yeah, crazy shit like that. Like, all right,
they bounce around like little monkeys. I mean, they're crazy.
Seeing the guy like on the pole where like they throw the pole out there and he like takes his feet and like locks his legs in there and he's standing sideways because he's holding himself up like with a single pole, like his bow staff, basically.
Yeah.
Have you seen this? Are you like in my?
No, I don't know if what was this on?
Dude, it's all over YouTube like crazy. Are you kidding me? TikToks, like whatever. It's like it's on all that stuff.
Our fact checker is gonna.
Oh yeah, dude! Don't be eyeballing me. This is the thing. I'm not crazy. Don't even.
I'm watching you.
You.
This is literally advanced yoga as well. I'm watching a video. This is like you can do. This is advanced yoga as well as whatever this is. But I see what you're saying. It's in gym. Hold on. It is crazy. It's like crazy strength. You need to do this stuff.
Yeah, but it's like guys doing this stuff, but with like almost like parkour shit too. So they're like,
I'm talking about Buddhist monks though that learn to meditate on their head to the point where they're like basically floating, like almost like anti-gravity, upside down, meditating.
Dude, what about the oldest monk ever found that they thought was dead, but he was actually just in a very deep meditative state?
Yeah.
No, that's the thing.
I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, this shit.
What?
Yeah, look at this stuff.
Yeah. That's what Bruce Lee used to do all the time.
Yeah, that's like crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happens when you run out. That's funny.
Yeah.
What is that shit called?
An insane amount of strength. I actually just typed in 2-finger push-up, and that's what came up.
But I'm saying there's like a whole.
I'll find out the actual name.
Yeah, there's like a movement that's about this, and there's a term for it. So I was saying, I was like calisthenics or some shit. I don't know.
Yoga.
Dude, isn't that from Street Fighter?
Yoga fire.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Isn't that what that's from?
Yoga.
Dr. Token. Yeah, you can. Frick, it was a Blanca where he's like, cha 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 cha, and he like electrocutes you and shit.
Yeah, that was annoying.
Yeah, Baka. Wasn't that?
He was like part animal or something.
Yeah, he was like a Hulk werewolf.
I don't know. Yeah.
Like he was like a green, hairy monster dude. Right? Like he was like the creature from freaking Big Trouble Little China. Right? That was like, that hitched the ride on the back of the freaking.
You know what my mind went to? That was the big hairy monster from the old Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Oh, yeah, Monster.
Yeah.
Literally just called Monster. As ridiculous.
Well, I hate to break it to you. This is literally just called a 2-finger push-up, even when referenced within Bruce Lee.
Well, no. I'm talking about all of that stuff because there's guys out there that these are like their exercise routines where they're also doing like pull-up bar stuff, but they're doing gymnastic style things, but they're doing it.
Is it like Trenex,
And like
something like that?
Like a Qigong
The
yoga?
group of guys?
Well, no, it's not even just a group. It's like literally the world is doing this. There's like people in America, China, France, like it's a thing that's like in the world. But like, so they'll do they'll use a pull-up bar as if they were doing gymnastics, but they'll actually just like move themselves. So they're doing like different kind of pull-ups where they'll pull themselves up and backwards.
Holding positions and.
Well, yeah, so they'll like they'll literally pull themselves up backwards, pull their like self back across the bar and then get their legs to tuck back under so that they can come around. And like they do this like in motion. They're not twirling. I'm telling, it's like, dude, they do it all on body strength. It's crazy.
That's wicked.
It's wicked hardcore.
It's wicked.
It's like hardcore parkour. What? I'm just saying. But no, I'm telling you, like
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you. This is why it's like,
Okay.
why are we getting it?
Who's on first?
What's on second?
I don't know.
Was it on third?
No, it's beer 30.
Is it? For you?
Oh, yes.
I heard that in here.
Delicious. It's a dry hop saison. Yeah. Mangoes and cherry. Mangoes and cherry.
I want you to describe the entire beer, the can, and how it looks. Wait. In the movie phone voice. Go.
I can't even. Oh, my God. Oh, excuse me. That totally made me choke. Wait. See, now I'm confused because there's a difference between movie phone and movie preview guy, like the trailer guy.
Okay, movie trailer guy.
Well, yeah, but no. In a world. Well, yeah, but that would be like the thing. In a studio with two men and a lady on a camera, there was a beer. It was a dry hopped saison. That's when you would have to like interject like the cracking of the can. Like, oh. What they didn't know. That's like, I feel like there's a zombie movie in there.
No, finish it up. What they didn't know.
I
was flavored with, and then it's quite drinkable at what is it?
Oh, it's well, yeah.
How tall is it?
You got to be this tall to ride this ride. It's a pounder.
It's a pounder, but what's the?
Yeah, it's a pounder.
What's the?
Oh, a quarter pounder?
A quarter pounder? Nah, it's just a pounder. 16 ounces, 1 pound.
What is it? A 6 something? A 4?
What is it? Give me 6 schlitzes.
What's the?
It's a 6.7.
6.7.
Is it a blonde? Is it a brunette?
It's a mangoes with cherry.
Oh, she's spicy.
Oh, she's spicy. Actually, it's very calm. It's very polite. It's very approachable. It's very smooth. It's the kind of beer you want to drink on a lovely evening. Enjoy the sunrise.
Radio announcer voice. There we go. Late night radio.
Now it's like 107.9 smooth listening.
Just sit back, relax, drink a beer, and listen to us.
Oh. It's a good thing this is like green room and shit, dude.
Why? Why is that good?
Why is that good? Because, I mean, here's the thing is like, we can get away with that here.
Well, we were just talking about other stuff off air. I mean, we'd get serious, you know.
Well, but no, like
some of that here.
Like I really look forward to the idea of a truly free platform where ITY is like its own thing, where literally we get 100% say in all production of its output, so that we can talk about whatever we want, whenever we want, however we want, and can't nobody say nothing.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
Can't nobody hold me down. Oh,
but
no.
Yeah. I got to keep on moving.
Can't nobody ever take my...
Can't nobody ever break my stride.
Oh, no.
Nobody ever hold me down. Oh, no. I got to keep on moving.
I feel like I need Turbo and Ozone. We could do a really cool, like, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you.
Yo, I'm telling you. No, what the
Okay,
echo?
I have a question.
Oh, no, question.
Question.
So,
Pray,
sorry, going back to the Bruce Lee thing. Is it called Jeet Kune Do?
Oh, yeah, Jeet Kune Do. That's his style that he created.
Jeet Kune Do was his baby. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like his collective of different techniques and styles, as well as adapting to a whole different view of how we look at ourselves and the world and interact with it as energy and force, and being able to like harness that and be a part of it, which is why he was able to be like, so like he was, his whole thing was how you work out, how you eat, how you think, how you pray. Like it was a complete way of life. So like Jeet Kune Do is literally like
Philosophy.
It's a belief system, basically. Yeah, it's philosophy. It's a way of life.
That was his development off of. Well, he was
multiple.
Several, but there was a few that were core.
Wing Chun was very close to him. Like,
well, that was I think that was one of his originals.
That was one of the things where he was like, "This is unbeatable if you know how to use it." Because of the way you harness the energy from your center and the way you attack, the way you strike, you're always looking for the shortest distance.
Well, yeah, because it's all about energy, and it's all about. I mean, that's what the thing about like
the main life source.
Well, but energy meaning chi, yeah, like life force or actual like.
Here we go. Look this up because I thought it was something like this. It was a woman who escaped from a monastery or something, and she developed a style based on the fact that she had a shorter stature. She developed it using her strong points. And it was something about watching the fight between, I don't know, two different animals in the wild, and I can't remember. Is it a snake or a crane or something like that?
Tiger style.
Too many stories mixed up in my head, but
would not even know how to pronounce this, but it is NG is her first name, like no vowels, just NG. And then her last name would be MUI. So like Gamoy? I don't know. I don't want to butcher it, but I probably just did.
See, this is where, like, all right, I really
say that again.
I got to get the other cameras in here so that we can get you like
NG
with the other screens. We need her to be able to like take over stuff and show us stuff on TVs, man. I'm telling you.
And I'm listening.
Yeah.
Nemu?
Nemu?
Yeah, man. That's all. Possibly. That might be that. Yeah, maybe check it out.
They don't tell you how to pronounce that in American?
Push the button. Push the button.
How do you say that in American?
Push the button.
What button?
Push. Push it.
Push the button.
No.
What?
What
are we doing?
Breakdancing.
Yeah, it's the nun who invented the martial arts, Wing Chun.
Wing Chun.
Yeah, that's hot shit. Yeah, Nemu. Something like that. I feel like I've heard this before, something in that capacity.
But yet again, it was this, she was on the lam. She was like, I don't know.
Yeah, can we get a backstory on this?
Like the only surviving member of this monastery or whatever. And she basically had to develop her own style to defend herself out in the wild. And she discovered it somehow by watching an interaction between two animals in the wild fighting. And that's how she developed her fighting style that works from your center mass. So all your strikes and all your blocks come directly from your center mass. So
okay. Yes. I will find out.
Conservation of energy.
What animals she
You're an animal.
Founded this on.
Keep the change, you filthy animal. Oh, buddy, you got no more juice.
No, that's good. It's just a warm up, and I'm warm.
And I'm warm.
I'm warm.
What kind of
here.
warm?
I'm in the now.
I mean,
not then, but
when will then be now?
I'm looking forward, man.
I'm already
pulled over.
I live in the state of existence, man. Oh my God.
In the now. I mean, what time is it? Who cares what time it is?
Brosif. All right, so I want to go back to this conversation about the universe is a hologram, and that this is all a simulation inside of a computer somewhere.
Well, that's a very interesting place to start, young Padawan.
Dude, I think it's a dope spot. It's really awesome. I've been listening to some really smart people, and a lot of it's making sense. Which, I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
You're trying to put words to something that really is ineffable. So ineffable, that's a word. Look it up.
It's an episode.
It's not ineffable, it's ineffable.
It's an episode of How I Met Your Mother, where Ted is attempting to break.
It's always an episode of. All right, go on.
Ted is attempting to break up with this girl, and she's like, try to explain to me, like, why is it, like, what is this thing?
Ineffable.
And he's like, I can't. It's ineffable. She's like, I'm uneffable.
I can't read that through there, but I see that you found ineffable.
And she like freaks out because she thinks that he says she's uneffable. And he's basically being all smart about using his words. And, he's like, it's something that can't be explained, or, something that can't be like, so it's like he was
put words to it.
He was attempting to put words to something that you can't put words to. And he said, ineffable. And she's like, I'm uneffable. And it's like, no. And she knows Krav Maga, and then she like whooped his ass. Yeah, and he's telling the story to his kids and stuff, and they're just like, so you got beat up by a girl?
How do you explain Nyanada?
Well,
I'm saying,
it starts with a lot of mushrooms. It's not a joke.
And what comes after that? Please, is there a whole step? Is it like just one or 12? Or does it finish with 12?
Bro, like, so the night, this is something that happened a long time ago, where we had our near nada experience, and forever enlaced into our brains is this joke to us that is forever comical on an infinite level of just near nada. There is so many stories that I could tell you of that night that are like ridiculous.
Now you got just teasing everybody that's listening. What the hell?
Well, because I don't think we're not supposed to like talk about that stuff here.
What are we not? We're not supposed to use names.
All right. Well, how about this?
Places.
So I was in this place.
With all these people.
Well, so actually, no. I was in the room by myself, and
No one was
All
looking.
alone by myself.
no one was looking.
I was thinking of you.
I was all by myself.
Did I mention I was all by myself?
I was actually in the middle of attempting to roll something up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about that time when the organic substance truly kicked in. And I'm very aware that it's been at least probably 5 minutes of me just trying to like roll this thing, and it's not happening. Like, time exists on such a level where it's been transpiring. I've had these conversations with myself as I'm doing this, and I'm basically assuming it's been like, 5, 10, 15 minutes. It's been like 30 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, I literally got lost into a time warp where it just like disappeared on what I thought was this extreme level. And it was just like, no, bing. It was just like a blink. It was like nothing.
You feel like you're moving like sloth, though?
There wasn't even motion. Like, it was just thought.
That's wild, man.
Dude, it was. I was just so deep.
That's some CAT stuff right there, man.
Well,
Woof.
so I was having this thought about black holes.
Pervert.
Literal in the galaxy. So who's the perv now?
You are. You're always the perv.
Well, I'm rubber, you're glue. So whatever say that's not me, it's you. So I'm having this epiphany about black holes as this idea of like, when you go to the other side, it's basically there's nothing in a sense, right? Like, all things get pulled into, crushed, destroyed. It just becomes nothing. Anything that was is no longer.
A spacious void.
It's what's on the other side is like unmeasurable by us. Like, as far as us, because we're looking from here out, like, so Earth coming from a center point out. So our perception is we're only seeing the black holes from like one side, more or less. So, we speculate that there is nothing on the other side of it, where it collapses into literal nothing. But this is where it starts getting into the idea that like the universe is a hologram and shit. Cause it's like, as you get closer to the center of a black hole, it's not that there isn't nothing. It's like there's this stalled information.
I mean, hasn't that been in a lot of ways why throughout like many civilizations throughout history have come across hallucinogens and came across this theory long before, and whatever title they put on it, hologram wasn't really a word, but the realization that what is it you experience on the other side? Is that more real than real? Because it feels like it's more real than.
So to me, I was having like, again, I'm on an organic substance and I'm focused on trying to roll up some more organic substances. I mean, this is just one of those kind of parties. You know what I mean?
Mashed potatoes, yeah.
Well, if you're going to get down and it's all of the earth, it's a beautiful thing. Well, I was in a healing place and I was attempting to, grow and transcend. And
we'll just tell your mother we ate it. But, sorry.
You take it to American Pie. That's all. It's freaking hilarious. All right. So yeah, no, basically like, all right. Yeah, no, I'm on probably at this point, I want to say like one of the most epiphany based mushroom trips that I've ever been on. And it's coupled with the fact that I've been, back in the day, at that point, dude, I was always smoking blunts. Like that was just my thing. Like I'm not going to make any bones about that. It's just, it was just
sugarcoat it.
Well, it's what I did. You know what I mean? Like it's very like Rastafarian in a sense where it was always like my sacrament. It was like my existence that kept me in tune with, something of earth. It was my direct connection, plus it was also for like health and a few other things and stuff. Like, I've basically been that guy for a long time. And it's like, I'm aware of what of earth can do for us. I've been a big, big believer on that. So I'm like, I'm in the middle of, basically what I could say was, again, like the biggest epiphany that I had ever come to of the idea of like how black holes more or less were not empty or went to nothing. It was more like a data line, almost like fiber optics in a sense. But it could take you from this universe or this.
Yeah, it's exactly what's turning you into bits.
Well, but that's what it would be is, think about that. If you're looking at something from the inside out and you're getting to a place where you're actually having the true input of information or data to create the world or all of that existence in that world, what if that's just a literal connection? I mean, so what if, what if we are inside of a big computer and that's like one of the data lines to one of other like these existences? And
this is the question though, does consciousness ever die?
Well, see, all right.
Not personality.
I know what you mean.
Because I have a personality that's separate from my consciousness.
So this goes like me and our dude were talking last night, right? And, we were talking earlier about this and it's the idea that if we are in a simulation, like if we are a part of this, program in a computer somewhere, then the one idea is that we at some point in our true existence as humans became intelligent enough that we could transfer consciousness from an organic body to basically like a machine. Like you could upload somebody to the system. And then
that was a movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a Prime TV show.
Well, there's a bunch of movies.
It's called Upload.
There was a Keanu Reeves movie though.
Yeah, The Matrix.
No, but it's funny how they're kind of parallel in a way.
The one where he like replicas.
Replicas, yeah,
yeah.
I'm sure it was.
I think that was replicas, right?
Smash. I don't remember.
I think it was out of country production, probably. That guy he's like Morgan Freeman at this point. He's in everything.
It was creepy, though.
I mean, I like the science behind it.
No, yes, but it was creepy. It was kind of a weird.
But so that's like my thing, though, is like with all of that, like, I mean, so.
What is reality?
Oh, Jesus Lord. I don't even know how old I was.
Who am I?
I want to say like 20-ish years ago at this point, about that, like 20, 21 years ago, is when I'm having this, this trip that like, I have this epiphany.
I'm orange juice. I'm a big glass of orange juice.
Jesus Lord. Dude, that never happened to Britain. It's propaganda. Jesus. Can't believe everything you hear. But yeah, no, I have this thought that it's like, why can't black holes be like a data line in a sense? And so then, me and Dude are like talking about it, and it's the fact that like there's information and it's just kind of like there and it's encoded in everything that would be. And it's like, to me, that it only triggered that thought and that memory. And it was just like, holy crap. Like because the whole reason why they say a black hole can't exist as it does to like disprove like Stephen Hawking's is the fact is you can't like take two things and turn it into nothing. Like this is improbable.
Really? But you assume that all creation comes from nothing. That's an easier leap to make.
So here's the thing is like, it's not actually creation. What it is like a data line. And this is like what I'm thinking is like, so black holes in a sense are more or less like fiber optic tubing where it just like takes you from like one place to another, almost like Bill and Ted's when they go into like, the freaking times, like when, you know what I mean? Like when
you're going to make a Bill and Ted reference.
Well, yeah. Cause they're like going through they're going through the different timelines. And like, so they're going literally through all of these different paths. Yeah. Like when they're in the phone booth and they like dial out to a different time, they go into all those tubes where it's like all the different timelines and stuff. And that's like how you can jump back and forth. Because you got to dial the right connection to like go through that, that existence or that line to hop over.
Yeah, well,
I mean, it's the same. You're just going from like this transpiration of like here to this other place in time. So you literally are like, freaking. What do you
Well, the multiverse theory is that when you pray for something to happen, when you meditate on something and it comes true, that's just you kind of pushing yourself into the reality that exists with that happening.
Wouldn't that be projecting at that point?
It's all project. I don't know.
Well, because we've had this. There's the conversation.
Manifesting.
There's the difference of perception and projecting. We either perceive the world as it is and it comes in at us, or we can literally project the world that we see and step into it and just be a part of that. Like, so that's like.
Yeah, I'm trying to imagine that on a day to day. Yeah, like, where's the good in this right now? Whatever's happening.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Is like
to always be looking for that,
If you can find ways to like move yourself through different existences on this line, so that you can get to that very positive place because you're resonating on that frequency, you're literally just moving within like inside of a program that is just coming from information as it goes from like one place to another. Like we literally could just be because I mean, the whole thing is like, we at some point again in our true existence found a way to imprint consciousness into a machine. We then evolved so much more because of our mental capacity, because we can actually like utilize all of our, thought power, 100% of our brain at this point. And it's like ridiculous. Being able to register and read and do that kind of like, it brings humanity to a whole nother level where being human, you're now basically like a bionic cyborg in a sense. But you get so far into the future of that where it's evolved so many times that it's like, they now want to kind of like, hey, where did we really come from? Because you're now like, generations, millions of years, billions of years that they're like, hey, let's see what, let's find out if we can, because, can compute things. So it's very easy to put a structure together in a computer and compute things.
I have trouble with connecting who you are to your genetic makeup either. Because like, that doesn't make sense. Like, how do I don't live within my DNA. My DNA lives because of me. I don't live, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's a weird thing to explain, but it's not all just chemical.
Well, to me, that's the idea of
chemical reactions and like electromagnetic.
To me, that's the idea of projecting, so that like, all right, you're aware of things and then you focus your energy and put it towards, because there's, all the energy around us. Like we've been told science, like matter doesn't disappear, it just turns into other stuff. To me, like matter is basically like chi. It's just the energy that exists for everything. It's the stuff that helps to make other molecules vibrate to turn into things or have things happen.
Saying,
or,
like, even emotionally, like you are what you eat.
I think it's everything, man.
Like what you take in, what you perceive a situation as is what it's going to be. Like even if you don't intend that at first.
Well, so here, all right, how about this? I'll say this. I feel like there's two different people in this world. Ones that believe that this is a perception and others that believe that this is a projection, and they live in those mentalities.
A projection from what?
Wait, what?
Where I don't know where the projection angle is coming from. I'm trying to.
Okay, so you either believe, perception-wise, the world comes at you. No matter what you choose, your path is already predicted for you. No matter what, you're always going to go to the same outcome. This is just the world you live in.
Well, that means anything you do that you think is stepping out of the norm is also intended to be as well. It's kind of a cop-out, really, but
that's perception. Or
perception, yeah.
you can projection. You can actually put the world, like, be the change in the world you wish to see, like Mahatma Gandhi kind of a thing, and put your energy out. Focus on that. I can change the world. I can make choices. I can alter things.
So with the concept of this matrix being an illusion, like that we live in, I'm trying to find that tie-in, but this is a collectively, what we've decided that we were going to stop, view things within certain parameters. This is the reality that we see because we project it out there. That because of
some of us,
that it actually doesn't exist in a physical sense. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, think about this, because our brain interprets information, right? So
what is in a physical sense? What is that?
Yeah, like everything we perceive is all in our brain.
Could be ones and zeros.
Well, that's exactly the point. And that's why the whole like hologram idea is, it makes things a little bit more plausible because it's, it gives us the ability to project so that we can have physical structure to things. Right? We have dimension at this point. But maybe that's just our perception of it.
That's the thing. Like, even when you break it down, it's still perception.
Well, see, to me, this
all comes back to perception. But you're saying, like, are you the puppeteer? Are you able to change things within your surroundings? Yes, to some extent, you are.
See,
But are you saying like how you perceive things as they come at you? And
I'm gonna come at you like a spider.
I'm gonna come at you right now.
It's kind of both. Because if you go into a situation with a certain like perception, like, oh, this is gonna suck, like you'll end up blocking yourself from certain
and it will suck.
Like blessings, and then it will end up sucking because you're judging it. But then if you go into the same situation with a different outlook, like, man, this is gonna be awesome, like whatever, and then something presents itself, you view it in more of a positive light. So even if, let's say,
adversity is opportunity,
it's the fan. Yeah. So you can have the same situation, but how you perceive going into it or your perception going into it
can change the outcome.
Could change your outlook and the outcome of the same situation.
So be the change in the world you want to.
I wish our dude was here right now.
See.
Oh, I'm telling you, man.
So I gotta go.
I gotta go see a man about a horse.
I gotta go take a quick break.
Yeah, no, that's all good, bro.
Talk amongst yourself.
Well, it's green room. Yeah, have we stopped? Yeah. All right. Well, I guess smoke them if you got them. Everybody take 5. This is what happens, I guess. Now he's relinquished the ability, and he's like, I rely on you now. This is a special blessing.
Potty break.
Well, I mean, it is the green room, so technically what we're doing is we are warming up, honestly, we don't talk about that as much as we do on like, I'm telling you, where we always like reiterate, for like, hey, first time listeners kind of a thing. Maybe that alienates our people and, they should be listening and they're not because we didn't reach them correctly. We weren't communicating, man.
So we have to put it out there, first time listeners. So then first time listeners would then like start flooding us.
Well, so he always cracks the joke about like, this is not he's like the real show, like, ITY is the real show. And it's like, but dude, this could be the show too. Because I mean, honestly, like there's plenty of times where I feel we have even deeper conversations here because there is a more free flowing, all accepting nature of what we do conversation wise, where we can express truly and feel safe in what we're about to say. And that, we're celebrated for it, but we also have the ability to discuss it, which means we can all grow from it. So it's always a very positive and reaffirming thing that, at least that's what I'm attempting to do with this,
Come to the table with a organic conversation with open mind.
Pretty much. I mean, it does. We don't always have to agree on anything because you know what? A lot of us are just not going to.
Oh yeah, no. Agree to disagree. Definitely.
Yeah. Well,
on certain things.
To me, being able to have disagreements is a beautiful thing because it allows somebody, if not everybody, the ability to grow from it. And, it's good all the way around.
What are we talking about?
Acceptance and conversation and the fact that we never really like do anything for like first time listeners as far as like going back to the intro conversation.
Yeah. It still needs work, I think. But
well, I mean, like I can make us an intro. Like,
can you now?
Well, yeah, like we can do like music and like, where you and I did before where we like made stabs and stuff like that. And like, just a bunch of recordings and we can just I can make us something. It'll be cool. We can do it one time.
We'll do that.
Yeah, no, I'll do some like pre-planning and like I'll put some like production sheets together and shit so we can actually just like run through it and be like, all right, cool, give me this line, let's go. And then we can like just do it.
Do it.
We've done this before. I don't know.
Yeah, but did we ever really use them?
No, I didn't get much out of it because this was also when we had the
crappy recording.
Dude, it was horrible. It was so horrible. Well, I got to a place where before I really started getting us really nice equipment, like actual equipment, stuff even before what we're on right now. I was, just trying to do my best with like crap that it wasn't throwing much for a budget. So it's like, we just got to make it happen. But, it gave us because honestly, by the time you and I got to being on the radio, basically, turning what we had just doing us, all of a sudden was just like, hey, yeah, let's see what my guys can do. Like a friend of us hooked us up, and now it's becoming more and more of a thing. When you're at that place, man, like, yeah, the quality's not always there, as far as like audio listening pleasure, but that's the thing is like, I was always about, you and I have always had quality conversations no matter what. Like even when we're being jackasses and like so like total douchebags, like just like being complete like schmuckos, it's still somehow or another entertaining, uplifting.
Just sit here and have like just two friends have a conversation about back in the day.
Well, because I mean, dude, we've always
bounce
like
off each other like weird.
Because we've always busted chops. Like, no matter, dude, we've literally always busted chops. And it was never like belittling or demeaning. It was never like disrespectful or like, I mean, dude, shit was just funny because a lot of times it was true. And, we laugh at it because it's like, you kind of have to. Who cares?
Just seeing how many times like one of us fell within the group, and it was like, you're like, dude, you okay? Like you have to pause for a minute, right?
Well, I mean, you got to just, out of respect, make sure they're not dead because you don't want to laugh at a dead dude.
Yep. Yo, you okay, man?
Oh, yeah, no. As soon as they drop, you're just like, oh, shit. And they're just like, you okay, Tommy? And it's just like, yeah. That's just funny. And it's just, yeah, because it all happens to all of us. Yeah, dude. I mean, like, I've honestly, all right, so I haven't fallen on my head as often as you have. Not to say I haven't fallen on my head a few times, but not as many times as you have. However,
when you do it well.
He goes all the way. You know what I mean? Like, he's all in over here.
I don't mess around.
That was my problem, I guess. I was like half-assing it. My bad.
It's no wonder that I just with the words and stuff.
Yeah, next time I'll just go like full bore into a brick wall and just see what happens. Oh, you derailed me. Where was I going with that?
It's all love, man.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, no, because I was talking about like how many. See, apparently I have hit my head enough times.
This is the problem right here.
Oh my god.
Maybe you have.
Yeah, apparently I have.
So here, the blind lead the blind.
It was nobody paying attention.
Huh?
Can we get some notes on this?
No. You were talking about how you guys would give each other crap, but it was always like,
oh yeah,
never.
It was never serious. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Like, no, dude. Oh, I'm not really supposed to say hurtful things? No.
No, but I mean, like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, out of the group, you've definitely hit your head more times than anybody.
Yeah, well.
That's for sure.
Not that I can be proud of, but.
I mean, you got to be proud of something, buddy.
I'm proud to be alive.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
What is alive? Live.
Johnny alive.
Johnny 5 is alive.
Yo.
Oh, man. You know what cracks me up, man? Yeah. At some point in time, this is going to be a part of a collection.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Do you know what's going to happen, bro? I'm telling you.
Wouldn't it be nice if... Well... Sorry,
that ran through my head, too. I had to stop myself.
I had to stop myself, too. Sorry, go on. I'm the derailer.
Well, no, I don't. I mean, we're not really going. I mean, it's fucking green room, bro.
Like when you watch a crane and a snake fight.
What? A crane.
When you watch a crane and a snake fight.
A crane and a snake fight. Yeah, well, that's how I learned to become a master.
It distracts you. Yeah.
Of course it did. Wouldn't it distract you?
Martial art.
How could you not stop and watch that?
Wait, what's distracting what?
Who? See?
Who?
See how that works?
Who?
Who invited the owl?
Who are you? I want to know.
Yeah, I know it.
I was waiting. I wanted you to join me there. It's like running through a field of golden dandelions. That was so beautiful.
Wow, wow.
Oh. Well, I mean...
This is how we do.
I feel like... I mean, I still got beer, though.
We have to break into song in the last few minutes. Is that how we do? You just froze. Just froze in there. Is there something wrong with the feed? What's going on? Hello?
McFly. Anybody in there? Hey, McFly, thank you.
Do you know what would happen if I handed in my homework and your handwriting? I'd get kicked out of school. Is that what you want, McFly?
Yo, I think I need to, we need to We gotta go start getting some plans together. Don't look at me like that. We need to get some plans together, schedule wise. Start figuring some stuff out here over the next couple of months because like there's a few people that are definitely due for, but we're gonna have to travel. So we're gonna have to figure out some schedule shit.
You're real serious about this, huh?
Well, I mean that's the great thing about doing all this is like we're portable, so it's all good.
Well, yeah, that is.
Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon me. But yeah, no, to get some really dope, good people that we know on. I need to get a little bit more equipment, but yeah, we're also gonna have to do some traveling too. Nothing crazy, you know what I mean? But it's just we're gonna have to like work some schedule shit out. It's happening, bro.
We shall see.
Oh, it's happening, bro. Well, here's the cool thing that I'm thinking is with our dude's place, if we start doing some live setups, he's in a relatively neutral spot where we could set some timings where we could probably get a couple of cats to come on live style. And so we might be able to schedule some shit that way too. So we got plenty of opportunities. All I'm saying is more shit's coming.
Word.
It's been in the works for a while. Like we've been at it. We've been talking about it. Like, dude, shit is happening. It's going to be real.
It's happening.
It's about. No,
This is how we do it.
but yeah.
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 Yes.
I always hear a whole different radio voice. 97X. Bam. The future of rock and roll.
That was weak sauce.
Yeah.
Shit's weak.
What was it from? Come on.
What's that?
97X. Bam. The future of rock and roll.
I know I'm going to kick myself when you tell me.
Footloose?
No.
No.
Definitely not.
Back to the Future?
No, definitely not.
No, I was thinking of like the time when rock and roll was like.
No, what was
Counting
Band.
cards. It was definitely counting cards.
freaking Rain Man? Really?
Yeah. I'm very, very good driver.
He is a very good driver. But yeah, no, I don't remember that shit.
Down the driveway. Used to go up and down the driveway.
Dude, I saw
Very
Rain
good
Man
driver.
once in the theater and then like once out of the theater. And that's like all I've ever seen Rain Man.
Yeah.
I've literally only watched that movie twice.
That's it?
Yeah, man.
I'm sure I've seen it more than that.
It was good. I remember most of it because there wasn't a lot of dialogue.
There was enough.
I didn't say there wasn't enough. I just said there wasn't a lot. Jesus.
Oh.
Get off the lawn. Just kidding.
Stay off my friggin' grass.
Get off my Kool-Aid, you tubby bitch.
That's your go-to right there.
Because that's just funny. Dude, Jay and Silent Bob crack me up, man. Well, because you get the fucking loudmouth, right? Jay is just like always running off with it. I mean, you want to talk about how we love dudes that just go off on like crazy tangent rants and just start running their mouth. And he's musical. I mean, dude, think about $15, little man. Put that shit in my hand. If that dough doesn't show, then you owe me, a jungle love.
Oh, we.
I think I wanna know you know. It's like, what is that? You don't know about Morris Day in the motherfucking time?
Morris Day sucks.
No, he doesn't. Why would you say that? You hurt my feeling.
No, that was
Yeah, no, like I love the fact that he just like goes off on like mad crazy like whatever, and then Silent Bob, the exact opposite, just standing there, you know, freaking like Charlie Chaplin style, just making facial expressions and like body language and
lighting a cigarette.
well, basically like breaking the camera, like breaking the fourth dimension and all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's breaking the wall
Breaking the wall.
by just, you know.
We don't need no. Oh, sorry.
It puts the lotion in the basket.
It does this whenever it's told.
I said put the lotion in the fucking basket, bitch.
It's still not the one that gets me.
Well, because I wasn't trying to like break the fucking microphone and be like, because he like barks at one. Dude, he like loses his shit when it's like his dog and stuff.
It's that damn voice. So it's not, you can say anything with that voice.
Say something else in that voice.
What is this, like helium talk or something like that?
Come on, monkey. Dance, monkey.
Oh, clean up in aisle 3.
Oh, look, he's looking.
What happened?
Oh, she's real big fat.
Oh, she big fat person. Yeah, no. It's,
It's like an ab workout right now.
well, because it's all, dude. My personal, like my more favorite one is because like knowing all of that is when like the cops are at the door and he's just like, oh, can I help you? It's just like, that dude's creepy. How are you not checking his house? Come on.
I'm crying right now.
Well, because to me, like, all right, going to the fact of like, all right, so this movie is supposed to be a production that's believable in the construct of like this reality or mindset where that movie is built in. And most of the times it's supposed to be our reality, but sometimes that construct is modified. Like, all right, cool. So on movies where it's supposed to be like real deal, legit kind of stuff, it's like, all right, so me as an FBI agent, I go to the door and I'm just like, so we're looking into, or blah, blah, blah. It's just like, oh, can I help you? I'd be like, it's the motherfucker right here. You see your hands behind your back, motherfucker. No, check his basement. There's some fucked up shit going on. I can tell you. No, dude, I'm sorry. I don't care. I would be judging hard as shit. The way he looked and the way he talked, I'd be like, no, that's the dude. Cuff him. Let's make this happen. We're done. We don't need a warrant. Like, he answered the door. We're good.
You can see it in his eyes. Look at him.
Get him in front of a jury, and the jury's just going to be like,
unfortunately, bro, it does not work that way.
They're just going to have him say anything.
Dude, just look at him. He looks guilty.
No, as soon as he would speak,
terrible.
As soon as he would speak, they just be like, he did it. Totally did it.
Oh, they found this big fat one. Okay, sir. So I guess you haven't. Well, okay. Not since when? Like, I don't know if you'd ask enough questions because you might just feel uncomfortable after a few minutes standing there in his doorway.
Oh, what are you, like a 14? No,
would you like to come in? I just made margaritas.
It's like what Jeffrey Dahmer sounds like or something. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like,
or
that's
Egger.
Egger?
The Egger suit. From Men in Black with the
sugar water. More. He was wearing an Egger suit. It was Egger, but it wasn't Egger. It was wearing an Egger suit. He wants sugar water. Sugar water. I think it's time for us to.
It's definitely time.
Yeah, let's do that.
Take a snack
sugar
break.
water.
I think that's the name of our band. Sugar water. I love it. Let's do this. Let's make this happen.
A little bit.
All right, yeah, no. We need to take a break and then come back and do some. I'm telling you. This is what we need to do. Oh, God, excuse me.
Oh, wow.
Well, plus I'm out of beer now, too. So it's like, now we can leave.
No, we can
right now. Cut.
Well, because, I mean, I only came here to drink beer and kick some ass, and beer's all gone. If you don't want to start feeling some punches, we better call break and get some shit going here.
All right, break time.
See, he's just like, no, I don't want to get my ass kicked again. I'm out.
Cut.
All right, well then.
Drop it here. Drop it like it's hot.
Yo, new emails. Break it.
Oh.
Bust it, bro. Give it. Do it.
What, ity@directionsandmusic.org if you want to reach out to us.
Do it in the microphone, please.
Or ity@directionsandmusic.org is now how you reach out.
You did it. Keep going. There's more.
And if you want to reach, either one of us directly, it's
in the microphone.
Philly D.
In the
Go ahead, do your thing.
PHILLYD at directionsmusic.org.
And GEMINI at directionsandmusic.org.
That's affiliate at directionsmusic.org and Gemini at directionsmusic.org. Thank you so much for listening. This was a great time.
What was that? Definitely late.
Like my NPR radio news voice. It's been great having you check back into us again on another Friday night. It's lovely. Like some Walter Cronkite shit. Be good to yourself and be good to everyone else. It's Walter Cronkite. Oh,
This is Philly D.
Fuck you, San Diego.
And I'm
Ron Burgundy.
right.
Oh. It's definitely time to take a break. Let's take a break.
Cut.
Yeah, no, emails, we're done. Cool, check. Oh yeah, be good to yourself, be good to everyone else.
Much love.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.